Listen to me, my child. Right now, this is not a request. This is not a suggestion. This is a direct word from me to you, and what I am about to tell you cannot wait another moment. Time is moving faster than you realize. Not the time on your clock, not the days on your calendar, but the spiritual time, the window of opportunity, the season of grace, the moment when my voice is clear and your heart is still soft enough to hear it. That time is running out, not because I am impatient, not because I am angry, but because windows do not stay open forever, and the window over your life is closing. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Right now, as you read these words, I need you to understand something that most people never understand until it is too late. There are moments in life when heaven draws near, when the veil between the natural and the spiritual becomes thin, when my voice becomes clear, when conviction becomes strong, when change becomes possible. These are not ordinary moments. These are appointed moments, divine moments. Moments when what has felt impossible suddenly becomes accessible. Moments when years of struggle can shift in seconds. Moments when everything can change if you respond. This is one of those moments, and you can feel it. That is why you are still here. That is why you have not scrolled away. That is why something inside you said, pay attention. But here is what most people do not understand. These moments do not last forever. They have a beginning and an end. They have a window. And when that window closes, it does not mean I stop loving you. It does not mean I give up on you. But it does mean the ease with which you could hear me, the clarity with which you could see, the readiness with which you could respond. Those things change. The heart that is soft today becomes callous tomorrow. The conviction that is strong now becomes dull later. The urgency that stirs you in this moment fades with time, and what could have been a turning point becomes another missed opportunity. Another moment you let slip by, another time you chose delay over decision. I am speaking to you with urgency because I see what you cannot see. I see how close you are to breakthrough. I see how near the answer is. I see how prepared the blessing is. I see how ready the provision is. And I also see how easy it would be for you to miss it. Not because you are not worthy, not because you are not chosen, but because you are not paying attention, because you are distracted, because you are delaying, because you are telling yourself you will respond later, when the conditions are better, when you feel ready, when life calms down. But life never calms down, conditions never perfect themselves, and you never feel completely ready. If you wait for perfect, you will wait forever. And while you wait, the window closes. Let me tell you what is happening right now in the spiritual realm over your life. There is a shift taking place, a changing of seasons. What was cannot continue. What has been is being replaced. Old patterns are breaking, old cycles are ending, old limitations are lifting. But this shift requires something from you. It requires response. It requires decision. It requires movement. You cannot coast into your next season. You cannot drift into your breakthrough. You cannot accidentally stumble into your purpose. You have to choose it, intentionally, deliberately. Now and now is not a flexible timeline. Now is this moment, this conversation, this word, this opportunity. I know what you are thinking. You are thinking, I will come back to this. I will deal with this later. I will make changes when I have more time, more clarity, more strength. But let me tell you something that will save you years of regret. Later is a lie. Later is what you tell yourself when you do not want to face what is in front of you right now. Later is how the enemy steals your moment while convincing you that you still have time. Later is the graveyard where breakthrough goes to die, because later never comes. Tomorrow brings its own distractions, its own delays, its own excuses. And before you know it, months have passed, years have passed, and you are still telling yourself later, still waiting for the perfect moment, still postponing what needs to happen now. Do you know what happens when you ignore these moments? Your heart grows harder, not overnight, not dramatically, but gradually, slowly, imperceptibly. One ignored conviction at a time, one dismissed warning at a time, one delayed decision at a time. Each time you feel me speak and choose to look away, Something shifts inside you. The voice that was once loud becomes quieter. The urgency that once gripped you loosens. The clarity that once guided you blurs. And eventually you reach a place where you can hear the same truth that once moved you and feel nothing. Not because I stopped speaking, but because you stopped listening. Not because I stopped reaching, but because you stopped responding. This is what terrifies me for you. Not that you will commit some terrible sin, not that you will fall into obvious destruction, but that you will slowly drift into numbness, into apathy, into a life that looks fine on the surface but is empty underneath, into days that are full but not fulfilling, into years that are busy but not meaningful, into an existence that is comfortable but not alive. This is the danger I am warning you about. Not dramatic failure, but slow fading. Not sudden collapse, but gradual compromise. Not obvious rebellion, but quiet resignation. And I am speaking now, with this urgency, with this intensity, because I can see it happening. I can see the pattern forming. I can see the trajectory. You have been ignoring my voice more than you realize. You have been delaying decisions longer than you think. You have been making excuses that sound reasonable but lead nowhere. And if this continues, if you let this moment pass like you have let others pass, you will wake up one day wondering how you got so far from where you meant to be, wondering when you stopped caring about the things that once mattered, wondering when you became so comfortable with mediocrity. And by then, the road back is so much harder. Not impossible, never impossible with me, but harder, longer, more costly. So I am interrupting your day. I am interrupting your plans. I am interrupting your comfort. Not to burden you, but to save you. Not to pressure you, but to protect you. Not to condemn you, but to call you. Because this moment, this day, this hour, this is your window. And windows do not stay open forever. If this message is hitting your soul right now, if you feel something stirring, if you know I am talking to you, do not ignore it. Type in the comments, I hear you, Lord. I am listening. Your declaration matters. Your response activates. Your agreement aligns. So declare it. Let me tell you something about time that you need to understand. Time is not just a measurement. Time is a gift. And gifts have expiration dates. Not because I am cruel, but because life has seasons, and seasons change. There is a time to plant and a time to harvest, a time to build and a time to launch, a time to prepare and a time to move. And right now you are in a time to move. The preparation phase is over. The waiting season is done. The time for delay has ended. This is your moment. And if you miss it, the next season will not look the same. The next opportunity will not feel the same. The next door will not open the same way. Because what is available to you today in this season at this moment is specific to now. It will not carry over into later unchanged. Think about the times in your life when you knew you should have acted but did not. When you felt the nudge but ignored it. When you sensed the leading but resisted it. When you knew what needed to happen but delayed it. How do you feel when you look back on those moments? Do you feel peace? Do you feel satisfaction? Or do you feel regret? Do you feel the weight of what could have been? Do you wonder how different things might be if you had just responded when the moment was clear? That feeling, that wondering, that regret, I am trying to save you from experiencing it again. Because this is one of those moments. This is one of those times when the leading is clear, the direction is obvious, the invitation is unmistakable. And if you let it pass, you will look back and know you let something significant slip through your fingers. I want to tell you what is waiting on the other side of your obedience. What is waiting on the other side of your response? What is waiting on the other side of you saying yes? Breakthrough is waiting. The breakthrough you have been praying for. The breakthrough you have been hoping for. The breakthrough you almost stopped believing was possible. It is waiting, not far away. Not in some distant future. Right on the other side of your decision to move now, provision is waiting. The provision you need, the resources you have been lacking, the supply that has seemed just out of reach. It is waiting. Not because I have been withholding it, but because the provision is tied to the obedience, and obedience is tied to timing. When you move in my timing, provision flows. When you delay, provision waits. Clarity is waiting. the clarity you have been seeking, the answers you have been asking for, the direction you have been desperate to find. It is waiting, not in more time, not in more information, but in decision. Clarity comes through movement, not meditation. You get clarity by stepping forward, not by standing still analyzing. Purpose is waiting, the purpose you were created for, the calling you were designed to fulfill, the assignment you were born to complete. It is waiting. Not somewhere far away requiring years of preparation, but right here, right now, accessible the moment you respond to what I am already showing you. Joy is waiting, real joy, deep joy, lasting joy, not the temporary happiness that comes from circumstances, but the abiding joy that comes from alignment, from living in sync with me, from walking in obedience, from fulfilling your purpose. That joy is waiting for you. But you have to move toward it. Everything you have been praying for is on the other side of your response to what I am saying today. But you have to respond, you have to move, you have to act. You cannot just receive this word and nod and move on. You cannot just feel stirred and then go back to business as usual. That is what you have done before. That is why you are still in the same place. This time has to be different. This time you have to let the word do what it was sent to do, transform you, change you, move you, redirect you, launch you. And transformation requires participation. Change requires cooperation. Movement requires decision. Let me speak to what is holding you back. Because I know there is something. There is always something. Fear is holding you back. Fear of what you will lose. Fear of what will change. Fear of what people will think. Fear of what might go wrong. Fear of stepping out and failing. Fear of trying and being disappointed. I understand that fear, but let me tell you something about fear. Fear is a liar. Fear shows you the worst-case scenario and tells you it is guaranteed. Fear magnifies risk and minimizes my faithfulness. Fear focuses on what could go wrong and ignores what I promised to do right. And if you let fear lead, you will never move. You will never step. You will never risk. You will never experience what is waiting for you. Comfort is holding you back. You have grown comfortable where you are. Not happy, not fulfilled, but comfortable, familiar, safe, known, and comfort. Even uncomfortable comfort is hard to leave because the unknown feels risky. The new feels uncertain, the different feels scary. But let me tell you something about comfort. Comfort is not your friend. Comfort is your prison. It keeps you safe while keeping you small. It protects you from failure while preventing success. It shields you from pain while blocking joy. You were not created for comfort. You were created for purpose. And purpose always requires leaving comfortable. Doubt is holding you back. Doubt about whether you heard me right. Doubt about whether this is really your moment. Doubt about whether you are really capable. Doubt about whether the breakthrough is really possible. Doubt about whether I really came through for you. I understand that doubt, but let me settle it. You heard me right. This is your moment. You are capable. The breakthrough is possible, and I will come through for you. I always do. Not always in the timing you expect. Not always in the way you plan, but always, without fail, without exception. My track record in your life is perfect. Look back. Every time you needed me, I was there. Every time you were in trouble, I provided a way. Every time you were lost, I led you. Every time you were broken, I healed you. So why would this time be different? Pride is holding you back. Not the obvious kind, the subtle kind. The kind that says, I do not need to respond urgently. The kind that says, I will do this in my own time. The kind that says, I am fine where I am. The kind that resists being told what to do even by me. The kind that wants to maintain control even when control is costing you everything. Pride whispers that urgency is manipulation, that intensity is pressure, that directness is force. But pride is wrong. This is not manipulation. This is love. This is not pressure. This is protection. This is not force. This is invitation. And if pride keeps you from responding, pride will cost you more than you can afford to lose. So let me ask you directly, what is it going to take? What has to happen before you finally respond? What line has to be crossed before you finally move? What pain has to intensify before you finally change? How much more time has to be wasted before you finally act? How many more opportunities have to pass before you finally wake up? I am asking not to shame you, but to shake you, to wake you up, to help you see that the moment is now, not someday, not eventually, not when you feel like it now. This day, this hour, this second, the window is open, but it is closing, and once it closes, it will not reopen the same way. Listen to what I am about to say, because this is the core of everything. You are not behind, you are not late, you are not disqualified. You are right on time for this moment. But this moment requires response. It requires decision. It requires action. You have been waiting for a sign. This is it. You have been asking for clarity. This is it. You have been praying for direction. This is it. You have been hoping for breakthrough. This is the path to it. Everything you have been seeking is connected to what I am saying right now, so do not dismiss it. Do not delay it. Do not ignore it. Here is what I need you to do, not tomorrow. Not later, right now. First, make a decision. Decide that this is your moment. Decide that you are going to respond. Decide that you are done delaying. Decide that comfort no longer gets to win. Decide that fear no longer gets to lead. Decide that excuses no longer get to control you. Make the decision before you feel ready. Make the decision before you understand everything. Make the decision before circumstances line up perfectly, because decision activates everything else. Decision opens doors. Decision releases provision. Decision unlocks clarity. Nothing moves until you decide. Second, speak it out loud, not in your head. Out loud, I am responding, I am moving, I am obeying, I am stepping forward, I am trusting God, I am leaving where I have been, I am entering where I am called. Speak it with authority, speak it with conviction, speak it with faith, because your words create your reality, your declaration shapes your future, your agreement with me activates my power. So speak it boldly, clearly, confidently. Third, take one step, just one, the first one. Not the whole journey, not the entire process. Not everything at once, just one step. The step you already know to take. The step I have been showing you. The step you have been avoiding. Take it today. Before this day ends, before you go to sleep, before you move on to the next thing, take the step. Because movement creates momentum. One step leads to the next. One action triggers another. One choice opens a path. But it all starts with one step. And that step must happen today. Fourth, let go of what you have been holding. Let go of the fear. Let go of the doubt. Let go of the comfort. Let go of the excuses. Let go of the timeline you created. Let go of the control you are clinging to. Let go of the way you thought it would happen. Let it all go. Empty your hands, open your grip, release your hold, because you cannot receive what I am giving you with closed fists. You cannot embrace the new while clutching the old. Letting go is not loss. Letting go is making room, and I need room in your life to do what I am about to do. Before I release you, I need to pray over you, not a casual prayer, a commissioning prayer, a releasing prayer, a prayer that seals what heaven has spoken and activates what your heart has received. My precious child, I speak directly over you now. I break every chain of delay. I cancel every excuse. I silence every doubt. I remove every obstacle. I shatter every limitation. I crush every fear. I dismantle every comfort zone. I tear down every wall. I open every door. I clear every path. I release every provision. I activate every gift. I awaken every calling. I establish every purpose. I confirm every word. I fulfill every promise. No more waiting. No more wandering. No more wondering. Your season of delay is over. Your time of preparation is complete. Your moment has arrived. What I have spoken will come to pass. What I have promised will be fulfilled. What I have shown you will manifest. Not someday now. In this season, through your obedience, by your faith. As you move, walk forward. Walk boldly. Walk confidently, knowing that I am with you, I am for you, I am in you, and nothing can stop what I have started. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your season, and it begins today, in my name, by my authority through my power. Amen. Now, if this word pierced your heart, if you know this was for you, if you feel ready to respond, I need you to do something. Type in the comments, "This is my moment, I am responding. I am moving." Let your declaration be heard. Let your faith be activated. Let your obedience be sealed. And if you know someone who needs this word, someone who has been delaying, someone who needs to hear this urgency, share this message with them. Do not let them miss their moment because you were too comfortable to share. Be the voice that delivers this warning. Be the vessel that carries this word. Be the connection that saves their season. And one last thing, subscribe. Turn on notifications, because this is not the end of what I have to say. More is coming. Stronger words, clearer direction, deeper revelation, and you cannot afford to miss it. Your life is about to change. Your season is shifting. Your breakthrough is coming, and you need to stay connected to my voice through every step of it. Remember this. Time is running out. Windows are closing. Seasons are changing. But you are not too late. You are exactly on time for this moment. And this moment is yours if you take it. So take it. Respond. Move, obey, step, trust, go. Everything you have been praying for is on the other side of your response. Do not let another moment pass. Do not let another day slip by. Do not let another season go to waste. This is it. This is your moment, and it is time to move. Now today, right now, when you ignore a divine moment, you do not lose me. My love does not change. My commitment does not waver. My promises do not expire, but you lose momentum. You lose the ease of that particular transition. You lose the clarity that was available in that season. You lose the support structures that were in place at that time. And most significantly, you lose sensitivity. Your spirit grows duller. Your discernment grows weaker. Your conviction grows softer. And the next time I speak with the same urgency, it does not land the same way. It does not stir you the same way. It does not move you the same way. Not because my voice changed, but because your hearing changed. I have watched people ignore moment after moment, each time telling themselves they will respond next time. They will obey when conditions are better. They will move when they feel ready. And with each ignored moment, something inside them shifts. The fire that once burned begins to dim. The passion that once drove them begins to fade. The urgency that once gripped them begins to loosen. And eventually, they reach a place where they can sit through the most powerful messages and feel nothing. Not because the message lost power, but because their heart lost sensitivity. And that, my child, is the danger I am trying to protect you from. Not the loss of my love, but the loss of your ability to feel it deeply. Not the loss of my voice, but the loss of your ability to hear it clearly. Let me tell you about the people who responded when their moment came. The ones who felt the same urgency you feel right now and did not dismiss it. The ones who heard my voice and moved immediately. The ones who let discomfort push them into obedience instead of letting fear hold them in place. These are the ones who look back with gratitude instead of regret. These are the ones who tell stories of breakthrough instead of stories of what could have been. These are the ones who walk in purpose instead of wandering in confusion. These are the ones who experience provision instead of lack. These are the ones who live fulfilled instead of just surviving. Not because they were more talented, not because they were more worthy, but because they responded when their moment came. They did not wait for perfect. They did not need complete understanding. They just obeyed, and obedience unlocked everything. You have that same opportunity right now, the same choice, the same moment, the same invitation. What you do with it will determine whether you look back with gratitude or regret, whether you walk forward in power or remain stuck in patterns, whether you experience breakthrough or continue cycling, whether you fulfill purpose or keep wondering what your purpose is. All of that hinges on this moment, on your response, on your decision, on your movement. This is not pressure. This is reality. This is not manipulation. This is truth. This is not cruelty. This is love refusing to let you settle for less than what you were created for. So let me ask you one final question. Are you going to let this moment pass like the others? Are you going to feel this and do nothing? Are you going to sense this urgency and still delay? Are you going to hear my voice this clearly and still choose comfort? Or is this the moment where everything changes? The moment where you finally stop just hearing and start doing? The moment where you finally stop just feeling and start moving? The moment where you finally stop analyzing and start obeying? This can be that moment, but only if you let it, only if you respond, only if you move. So move. Now, today, this hour. Do not wait, do not delay, do not procrastinate. Your moment is now. Take it, go.